We're waiting to call Frank.
We're gonna have them call us because it's not calling out for some reason.
Oh, is he calling us?
Texting him right now.
Oh, okay. Why can't we call out?
It just keeps.
I think we need a new engineer.
I think so.
What do you think?
I think we got to get we got to find
What do
another.
you think?
So no bottom end.
We got to find a cab driver, not a bus driver. Because,
Just read my message.
but we're about to call Frank Imbergamo. He is the author of A Good Life. He also has an amazing career, small parts, but I'm telling you, you're going to hear some good movies he was all a part of. And let's say Chips is right after. We're going to interview Chips. What you got? So look at all this paperwork I got on Chips. But Frank, obviously his book here, I don't know if you can see it, The Good Life. It's all recipes, meatballs, gravy, sauce, and you could also find them at Italians or us. Hello?
Hello,
Frank.
This is Frank. Hey, how you doing?
What's
right?
up, Frank? Hey! I was just talking about your book, The Good Life, Favorite Italian Recipes. I'm looking through it. There's a lot of good stuff in here.
Yeah, that's. I wrote that back in 2003. You know, before I was on the Emerald Show, and a lot of people I keep it out in the local bookstores around here. You know, the Boston, Little Italy, they're not there.
Yeah, you got a lot of cool stuff here. Frankie's Bay scallops with bow tie pasta and asparagus. You got some nice stuff in here. Now, is this all your recipes or?
Yeah, it was my recipes growing up. You know, with my mother and my grandmother as a kid growing up. But I critiqued a lot of it myself. You know, like I added different stuff into stuff. You know.
What's
But I thought
Frankie's chicken braciolatini? Small little braciols?
that's a little. Yeah, you bang it out. You put prosciutto in there, mozzarella, and then you bake it, and you put marsala wine and mushroom stuff like that. It's really good.
What's your favorite one in the book?
Well, the one that won the national contest out of 1,500 contestants was Frankie's Meatballs and Gravy.
Oh,
Hey, gravy. There's another guy.
gravy. You're a gravy guy, not a
Atta
sauce.
boy.
I got back
Yeah, you
just
know
in
something.
time.
I had to change the name because there's a guy in New York City that he sells Frankie's Gravy in a jar. So Emerald Agassi told me I had to change the name of the recipe.
Well, I heard you just say the jar. You're not from Boston, are you?
Yeah, that's where I'm from, Boston.
Son
yeah.
of a bitch. I caught that accent right
you
away.
picked it right out.
It's spaghetti night and Wednesday in Boston, hey?
Yep.
Yeah, I know. That guy, the kid Anthony Martinetti, just passed away. He was 63 years old. Imagine that.
Oh, wow.
How'd he
Wow.
die?
That was a famous commercial with the Prince pasta, you know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Prince
Prince
Spaghetti
Spaghetti.
Night.
Yeah, Mike shared that on our page. We
Yeah.
saw that. There was all over the place. It was on our Italian American page.
Yeah.
But, Frank, are you a chef, or is this just a book that you put together because from your family and history and all that stuff?
No, I'm not a chef. I used to work I was a manager in the post office for 30 years.
Oh.
And then I retired. But growing up as a kid, I always cooked, like, for the social clubs, like, we have, like, in Boston, we have, every weekend in the summer, certain societies, we have a feast, like, in the streets. Like, it's like we have in Mulberry Street, stuff like that.
Hey,
you know?
look at this.
And
Frankie's lobster pie.
Azzo!
Madon, that must be something else.
That's a nice one. That's a good one, yeah.
With or without.
So go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut you off. You were explaining
Yeah,
about...
so we have, like, I cook for the social clubs, and I cook for, like, friends and family, things like that. So and then I put the book together. And then what happened is, I was in work one day in 2006, and I got a phone call from the Emerald Show because I submitted my recipe in a bio. They had 1,500 contestants for the Emerald's Italian contest. And I got a call from the producer. He said, they're going to pick 4 winners, and you're one of the 4. We'll call you back. He called me back 2 weeks later. He said I was in the top 100.
Hey,
Then I got
nice.
another phone call, and he says, we're coming to Boston. You were the top winner. Emerald made your recipe the night before for 100 people, and they had some wine and pasta and meatballs all night. And they came back to my house after I was in Boston's Little Italy. We did some walking and talking through the North End, and then they came to my house in Medford. It's like 4 miles away, and they stayed at my house for about 8 hours. I made a live product. We had some wine, some pastries, and some sambucas and coffees, and we stayed the whole day. And then about a week and a half later, they flew me and my wife over to New York City, and we were on the Emerald Live show with the other 3 people and their spouses, and we all sat at the high top tables, and And Emerald called me up to the stove. And he says, "You want to smell the gravy? Come on up." It was a
Nice.
it was a good
I
experience.
think
It
I
was
saw that episode, believe it or not. I used to watch Emerald a lot in the firehouse.
Yeah.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, you probably did.
Yeah, I watched a lot of it.
Hey, I have something. Jumping Gennaro here. I want to know what part of Italy your family from? Where you from?
My father's side was from Sicily, and my mother's side from Avellino.
You're my wife's paisano. She's from Andretta, Provincia di Avellino.
Yeah.
You know
Good cook.
the little village, the village in Avellino, or was it from the actually? She actually from Avellino.
That's his mom?
Well, I think she's from like Montefaciona, a small town like right outside of.
What? Say it again.
I think it's called Montefaciona.
I never heard of it. I never heard of it. But I've traveled all around southern Italy, and I do know the area of Avellino. I've been to Avellino itself, anyhow, I wanted to ask you now. I know you all these recipes in the book and everything, and is ItaliansRUs.com? Is that you?
No, it's not me.
Okay, because you find a lot of your stuff there.
Oh, I know. Well, I have a lot of stuff on a lot of different sites because some people that buy the cookbook and then they put it they put it on all different sites. They advertise it. Like a lot of I was in a lot of magazines and newspapers, and that's how they get all this stuff.
Right.
You know?
You're okay with us posting a recipe once in a while on our page?
Oh yeah. You have my sure. You can do anything you want. No problem.
Oh, great. And
Yeah.
Now, how did you get into acting?
This is how the acting started. I'll give you a very brief thing how it happened. And what happened was after I was on the Emerald Show, about a week after that, I got a call from Boston Casting. That's the biggest casting company in Massachusetts. And they called me up. They said, "We're doing a movie in Boston called Stiffs with Danny Aiello, and we think you'd be a good." And they said, "We think you'd be a good fit. Why don't you come to the studio?" So I went up there and I auditioned. And that was my first job on the movie, and I'm in a couple of scenes with Danny Aiello in the movie.
Nice.
Nice. Then after that happened, I was just retiring from the Postal Service, and so I went to acting school, took some acting classes, and then I did a movie. A week after that, a month after that, I did a movie called The Game Plan with The Rock.
Oh wow!
And then I did the Pink Panther 2 with Steve Martin, The Mall Cop,
Nice.
and then I did The Fighter with Christian Bale, American Hustle.
You did Chappaquiddick.
Chappaquiddick,
I saw that movie. That was a great movie.
Yeah, I played an FBI agent in there.
Yeah, that was that was the history of that was a story about Ted Kennedy and how he killed the girl and got away with it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey,
that
you
was
were
a
in
good movie.
Ghostbusters, the new Ghostbusters, Black Mask.
Yeah,
You played an FBI
Yeah.
agent in Black Mask. That was the story
That
of
was a good. Yeah, well, Whitey Bulger.
Whitey
yeah.
Bulger. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Then I did a movie the last movie I did was last year. I did a movie with Chaz Palminteri called Vault, and we did it. We filmed it in Rhode Island.
Oh, that's
and,
right.
We filmed it in a federal prison, a vacant federal prison, and I'm in a couple of scenes with him. And I played the prison bookie. I'm on the phone taking the action.
Oh wow! I mean, is this like? Did you want to be an actor? Is this something? I mean, did you?
No, but after the Emerald Show, like I said, the first movie was with Danny Aiello. I was retiring at that time, so I had time on my hands because my wife works for the Postal Service. We have no kids, so I have a lot of time. So I said, well, I took a couple of classes that I was trained by this Hollywood director actor Tom Logan, and I did about 3 weeks of classes, and then I joined the Screen Actors Guild after I'm a member of SAG, and this is how it all started.
Yeah, wow, that's great.
Then I did a lot of commercials with Vicks, JetBlue, different ones.
Hey, they're asking on our feed, how do you buy the book? Where can they find it?
Oh, the book is at I had it at Barnes & Noble. I took it out of there, so I did it. It's in this place called the Boston Gift Shop, and it's called. You want to buy it online?
Somebody's asking how can they purchase the book?
Okay, it's called the Boston Gift Shop in Boston. You have to send it to Dan.Delgaudio, DELGAUDIO @gmail.com.
Okay, or they could friend you on Facebook and get you and you could give them the information direct. I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's a phone number here too. His phone number is 617-227-5915. You can call that number and buy it as well.
The Good Life. The Good Life. Favorite Italian recipes, and that's great. That's good stuff. And are these all your mom's recipes, or growing up, or some of your own?
No, some of my own, most of them are my own. There's a few of my mom's, like the
None of them are from
meatballs.
Google, right?
I learned how to make the meatballs from her.
Oh, yeah.
The rest, so, you know.
Hey, listen, Jumper Gennaro was mentioning he wanted to bring the Wise Guy show up to Boston. You have any recommendations?
Well, we had a lot of stuff we're doing right now is on hold.
You know what, Frank, you know what's really funny? He was saying that, and I was about to ask you, what's the place to be if we come visit you in Boston? Okay,
Yeah.
we want to make an episode of the show live in Boston and have you part of the journey. Where would you take us? Where would we do the show? What restaurant?
Well, we have so many. We have 100. We have 100 restaurants in one square
I know,
mile.
but where are you? You, Frank, where are you going
Well,
to take us?
I have a lot of friends who own them, so we'll get a place. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, you figure that out because we're coming to Boston,
figure it out.
and we want
Yeah,
you
definitely.
we want you to co-host with us in Boston. It's
Yeah.
a perfect idea.
Frankie, this is
Sounds
Joey.
good, yeah.
Frankie, this is Joey Cat. How are you?
Hey, how you doing?
I got a
Joe?
question for you. What part of Boston you're from?
I'm from the North End.
North
Okay.
End.
Is it near Everett?
North End, Guinea.
Well, it's 4 miles from Everett.
I got a lot of dear
Boston-
friends in Boston. Carlo
Yeah,
Di
that's what
Maria, my dear friend Carlo's the mayor of Everett.
Oh yeah, he took care. He got the casino started.
Right. That's my
He's a
boy,
nice guy, I know him.
Carlo. Yeah, that's.
I live in Medford. I was born and brought up in the North End.
I got a lot of Goombas in Boston.
You know how far I am from Everett? 2 miles. I'm in
Oh,
Medford.
beautiful.
How about Worcester?
All right,
I grew
beautiful.
up in the North End, though. You know?
Nice. Okay.
No more of those
words.
Maybe we'll do a show at the Wynn. What's it called? No, the Encore.
It's called the Encore now.
The Encore, right? The Encore, right?
Yeah, you let me know and I'll have the restaurant all set up. And,
Nice.
Now,
where you gotta go.
there's 2 of my friends have restaurants in Encore. They're from the North End.
Nice.
It's called Fratello's.
And my boy Joe Paglia is a casino host there that I worked with in Atlantic City in the 80s. So we got a connection. We got a couple connections.
Yeah.
That
You know, we
connection's
could do-
still
we
fresh
could- we
40
could
years
probably do
later?
the show
Oh,
at
yeah.
Fratelli's restaurant inside
It's
the
still
Encore.
fresh.
Wait. What's that say? What'd you say, Frank?
We could probably do the show at this restaurant called Fratelli's. It's in the Encore Casino.
Fratello.
Bingo. Bingo.
Uno, due,
tre,
Seven
gambling
restaurants
too
in the
now.
North End, so
Nice.
that's one of these. One of the casinos, one of these.
Well, listen, Frankie, I don't know. Joey's being too humble right now, but he has a history in casino world, right? So he knows a little
Yeah,
bit about.
I worked in the Atlantic City casinos in the 80s, yeah.
Hey, are there any Ippolitos out there? Any Ippolitos?
Ippolitos. Oh, my God.
There's a John Ippolito.
John!
Hey, Frank, we got Chips Cooney in the studio, and he's an Ippolito. Actually, we just learned that tonight.
Wow. Well, I know John Ippolito. He's from Massachusetts. He does some stuff. I don't know what he does. He does some kind of directing.
Sells drugs.
What
do you think he does?
Social. How's he doing? You know Bruce, right?
Bruce, I'm doing
Socha,
Bruce's
yeah.
movie now.
Yes.
I'm headed to Rhode Island too. Yeah, next week
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
know.
Rhode Island. We're going to do the
Yeah,
Family's
tell
Feud.
Bruce I said hello.
I will.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Frank, I have a quick question. This is Biagio.
Yeah.
Who's one of the most famous, I guess, I don't know if you want to call them athletes to come out of Massachusetts?
Rocky Marciano.
There you go.
Even Chips knew
Knew
that.
that.
Marciano, yeah.
Rocky Marciano.
Marciano.
Brockton
Yeah,
Bomber.
He was
There
the
you go.
best.
Brockton.
Still
Brockton.
have Tony
The best.
DeMarco. Tony DeMarco was a fight. He's still around.
Yeah.
He's
Wow.
about 90. He's about 90 years old now, but he was a heavyweight. He was a chin. No, he was a lightweight.
Are there any Marcianos still out there?
Like, he has a brother, Peter Marciano. He's still out in Brockton, Massachusetts.
I know they have like a sports store out there. I don't know if they still do.
Yeah, I think they still have that, yeah.
Frank, you know my boy John Fiore from Boston?
Oh, I know. No, me and John did a lot of stuff together. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We did a lot of movies and some commercials. stuff
Nice.
Like that.
You did a movie with J-Lo. Didn't you do a movie with J-Lo recently?
Not me. No, he
No,
did.
all right. I thought that's what I when I was researching
no.
some of your stuff. But
That was a new movie. Yeah.
well, listen, I want to thank you so much, and what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play your book. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take your book. I'm gonna show the cover, and I'm gonna just take one recipe once in a while to promote
Yeah.
your book and give a
Sure.
free recipe. And then I'll after the show, probably sometime tomorrow, I'll reach out to you. Then you can give me the full details of the information on how to purchase the book, and I'll promote your
Yep.
book the best I can. And then when Mike
appreciate it.
gets a nice party bus, we're gonna get it on the party bus, and we're gonna come straight to Boston to Fratelli's in the casino, and we're gonna do a
Boston.
show, and you're gonna be our special guest co-host. How's that sound?
Right. Well, it sounds great. You let me know, and I'll take care of the whole arrangements. Okay.
All right,
Nice.
Frank.
Frank,
Thanks, Frank.
Bravo, bravo.
Thank you so much. The good
I
life.
said thank you very much. Nice shout out to Annette. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. And that.
Thanks,
you very
Annette.
much.
You want to? Okay. Hi, Frank. You want to say hello to Frank before he goes?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Grab a mic. Annette wants to say hello.
Hi, Frank. How are you?
Hey, good. How are you doing today?
I'm
Thank you
good.
for everything. I appreciate your help on everything. God,
No
getting this
problem.
started.
One question. Freddie also is a retired fireman. He does the fire newspaper. Can I take one of your recipes and put it in the fire newspaper?
Sure, no problem. Do anything you want. You have my permission. You can use it for anything you want. Okay.
Okay, and we'll promote the book on the Wise Guy page also.
Okay, great. That
That's
sounds
gonna.
great. Thank
that's,
you very much.
That's going to
Okay.
be my new thing. A picture of your book and one recipe with the information on how to
My
purchase the
nephew's a
book.
fireman.
Where in Boston?
My nephew's a fireman in East Boston.
Oh wow.
Is he going to cook for us when we go up there?
Well, Boston, believe it or not, I'm a retired Newark fireman. Newark and Boston had very similarities in how we ran our departments. We were very similar.
Yeah, right.
Yep. But
That's good.
thank you so
Well,
much, Frank. Thank you so
okay,
much.
Thank you very much. Thanks,
Thanks,
everyone.
Thanks,
Frank.
Frank.
All right, thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
God
Thank you,
bless.
Bergamo.
I want a nice piata soup with the pesh.
Soap with the fish.
How do you run your firehouse is similar? Don't doesn't every firehouse run it similar? There's a fire, you get out of the bed, you go, you put it out.
No. Cities run cities run differently. It's just the way it is. And
Chip says the hoses are different.
Newark, believe it or not, Newark, South Bronx.
Somehow, some houses are bigger than